Back here in Seattle, everybody. Dave Sims along with Mike Flowers. And tonight we look at a pitching matchup that's pretty interesting in that you have Blake Bevan going against Boston for the second time against the veteran John Lackey.
And with Bevan pitching in Fenway Park, facing the Red Sox the first time, you would have thought, he'll probably be nervous, a little bit wild. That was not the case at all. Blake Bevan pitched well at Fenway Park against the #1 offensive club in the American League, and he did it by commanding his fastball. So now back at home, that'll be the same game plan for him, maybe mixing a few more breaking balls, which is what he has done as of late. But I like the fact, the poise that he went in Fenway. He knows what he's up against today. We'll see how that works out for him. And then John Lackey has struggled at times this year. He does have 10 wins on the season. ERA over 6 for Lackey. We'll see what he has. The first time the Mariners were able to get 4 walks and put together some hits against him. Last time, no walks. I think they have to have some patience, Dave.
Boston Red Sox, best record in the American League. 5 games behind the Phillies for the best record in the major leagues. And let's get more in the American League East race, which is always interesting. Angie Mintank has the details.
Dave, thank you very much. Yes, the Boston Red Sox have the best record in the American League. The team with the second best record, their arch nemesis, the New York Yankees. Just a game separating the teams at the top of the AL East. And tonight, the Yankees up against the Tampa Bay Rays. And they had their ace on the mound, CC Sabathia. And it seemed like he didn't have his best stuff tonight, giving up 3 solo home runs in the third to Casey Kotchman, Kelly Shopik, and Johnny Damon. And the Rays end up winning this one. 5-1, the final score. So right now in the East, the standings look like this. Tampa trying desperately to stay in the race because you know the wild card coming from this division too. The Rays winning 7 of 9 coming into tonight. Yes. The stadium is packed and the fans are ready for this beautiful night for baseball in downtown Seattle. Kick back and enjoy Boston's only trip to Safeco Field this season. First pitch is on the way here on Root Sports.
by CenturyLink. Quest is now CenturyLink. Visit CenturyLink.com to learn more. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, presenting Grammy winner Johnny Lang with J.J. Gray Friday night, August 19th. For tickets, go to emeraldqueen.com. That's August 19th. Welcome out here to the pen. Brad Adam with you, getting you set for Game 1. Mariners and Red Sox. Some quick notes on the Mariners side before tonight's game. Justin Smoak back in the lineup after missing 5 games with a sore left thumb. And out in left field, making his Safeco Field debut, Trayvon Robinson. Talked to him earlier, asked him what he thought of the place. He said it was pretty sweet. It's my new favorite ballpark. It's like, what else are you going to say? Of course it is. Thank you, Trayvon. All right, let's go down to the field in that ballpark. Safeco Field. Jen Mueller just happy to have both feet on the ground right now. Right, Jen?
Well, it was a little bit of an exciting and harrowing day. One that I was looking forward to with a little bit of anxiety and, of course, some excitement as I was standing on top of the Rainier Tower in downtown Seattle, getting ready to go over the edge for Special Olympics Washington. Seth helped me get going. Said I looked very calm for somebody who was 513 feet above the ground. Still didn't want to look down. Not until I was at least lower than the Space Needle on the horizon. And then I was able to take in some spectacular views. The hardest part was actually lowering myself down the rope. That takes a lot of arm strength. But about 15 minutes after I started, I had 2 feet back on the ground, and boy, was I glad. But it was a great experience for a great cause, Special Olympics Washington, and yes, I would do it again. But I think it makes me appreciate tonight's matchup even more. Looking forward to first pitch tonight. It is Blake Bevan and John Lackey, 2 righties on the mound. Stick around. First pitch is just around the corner.
Like taking in a ferry ride on the Puget Sound. Spectacular weather here in the Pacific Northwest. A welcome change for the Mariners. The boys are back down here at Safeco Field. This is Mariner baseball, everybody. The Boston Red Sox in town tonight. The first of a 3-game series. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers with you, and we are ready for action. Blake Bevan to pitch to Jacoby Ellsbury. A lot of Red Sox on hand as per usual when they come to town. Bunch shown, taken for a strike. Home plate umpire Ed Hickox, Mark Rippinger is at first, Brian O'Neill at second, and Alfonso Marquez, the umpire, at third. 69 glorious degrees here in Seattle. Foul out of play. Wind negligible out of the southwest at 3 miles per hour. Flags out. Left field stands hanging straight down. Ellsbury having a sensational year.
You're absolutely right, Dave. The Oregon State product. Everybody knows him for his speed. He's fourth in the American League with 31 stolen bases. But look at the rest of him, hitting .314 with 19 home runs, and he's driven in 72. Be critical in this series to try to keep him off the bases.
Sixth leading hitter in the American League. 1-2. Out of play. Mariners 2-4 against Boston this year. First time in early. This Red Sox club not off to a good start. Mariners took 2 out of 3 and was a sun fly ball in right field to Ichiro away from a sweep. And then second trip in most recently got swept in 3 games. Handled by Rodriguez. Throw gets away. It's backed up by Ackley. And that'll keep Ellsbury at first base. So E6 on Luis Rodriguez playing in place of Brendan Ryan, who's on the DL.
Take a look at Rodriguez filling in at shortstop. Tough hop off the cut of the grass for Smoke to try to pick. Smoke back in the lineup, but you'll see this ball, it sinks on him and hits right off the cut of the grass. If it hits the dirt, it's going to be a smaller hop, probably easier for him to handle. It'll be an error on Rodriguez.
So Luis in his first game back, this is his second stint with the ball club, his third error. Boy, when you play the likes of the Red Sox, the Rangers, the Angels, the Yankees, do not give them extra outs. Switch hitter Jed Lowry is at shortstop, originally slated as the third baseman tonight. He was at third because Kevin Youkilis was under the weather. Youkilis was the first scratch. There's the pitch to Lowry. Taken for a strike.
Then Scudero.
Scudero was the next scratch.
He was supposed to be the starting shortstop tonight. He was a scratch, so Lowry had to move over to shortstop.
Mike Aviles recently picked up from Kansas City. He's at third base tonight. Ellsbury goes, got a good jump. Exactly, he's got one out in front of him and gets it.
Take a look at the rest of Boston's lineup. Hitting third, it's Adrian Gonzalez. Look at that average, .348, leading the American League. Then Pedroia, who originally was hitting second, now will hit cleanup. Ortiz, Crawford, Saltalamacchia, Reddick having a fine year at .322. And then Aviles, the former Royal, will hit ninth.
A lot of offensive potency in this Boston lineup. First in the American League in hitting runs, hits, second in home runs, ninth in stolen bases. Ball one to Gonzalez, leads the American League in hitting. Second in RBIs to Curtis Granderson with 92, Granderson with 93. First in multi-hit games, total bases, hits. It's that kind of a year.
He started slowly with his power numbers, 18 home runs on the year for Gonzalez. I think he has one more good run in him.
Looping fly ball, first play for Robinson in Safeco Field, makes the catch. Ellsbury holds 2 down.
Take a look at the rest of the defense. Fine catch by Robinson, and it's Gutierrez in center. Ichiro out and right on the infield. Kennedy will get the start at third base. Luis Rodriguez at shortstop. Ackley and Smoke. Justin Smoke back in the lineup at first. And Miguel Oliva will do the catching tonight. Numbers for Blake Bevan. .283 ERA, 41 in the third innings pitched for him. 17 strikeouts to only 6 walks. Opponent's average .245.
Word we've been using a lot, you used it earlier, poise with Bevan. Totally unshaken, 6 consecutive quality start to begin his career. New standard for the Mariners is a breaking ball for strike to Destin Pedroia, tied for Ethan hitting. American League. Cabrera of Kansas City, Bautista of Toronto. Ground ball to Kennedy. Dug out by Smoke. Yeah, no harm done by the error on Rodriguez. Nothing across for the Boston Red Sox. Mariners coming to bat here at Safeco Field. Well, the Mariners, the last 2 games, they banged out a lot of hits. They're showing some leather here, first inning. Last 2 games, and they banged out 22 hits. Let's see if they can get something going here against John Lackey. So we take a look at the Mariner batting order for this evening.
Eric Wedge mixing things up again. Ichiro will lead things off, but Franklin Gutierrez, he'll move up and hit second. Ackley, Carp, Smoke back in the lineup hitting 5th, and it's Kennedy, Oliva, Luis Rodriguez, the shortstop, hits 8th, and Trayvon Robinson will hit 9th. Numbers for Lackey, ERA high for him, 6.14. He has won 10 games this year. 110 innings pitched for him. Opponents average an even 300.
Here's Ichiro, 306 hitter against John Lackey. First pitch, that is a fair ball down the line. Let's see if the fans interfere. One guy leaves it alone. A double for Ichiro. The fan backed off down there. Ichiro with a 2-base hit. Good start here for the Mariners for Ichiro. That's hit number 130 and his 16th double.
Ichiro, aggressive as he usually is. This ball goes over the bag. Take a look at it. First base umpire Mark Rippinger is right there. Has a good look. Does not have to land inside that line, and it goes over the base. It's a fair ball. So Ichiro will get a double to start the game.
So Ichiro's count up to 130. Some work to do to get to 200 for the 11th consecutive year. This is game number 117. Gutierrez has been swinging the bat quite well, and manager Eric Wedge has moved him up to the 2-hole. Rudy going 2 for 5 a couple of days ago against Texas, and 2 for 4 in the middle game of that series, and 2 for 3 in the first game. So he's got a little run going for himself. Did not go, says Rippinger.
And Franklin's job, move the runner up. Ichiro at second with nobody out.
Ichiro 30 stolen bases on the season. Will he get a productive out?
Solid road trip for Franklin. 7 for 21 with a couple of doubles.
Talking to Kurt Young, the pitching coach for the Red Sox, he said Lackey's ERA got crushed earlier, but it's they're now seeing the John Lackey that they've expected to see. Breaking ball for a strike. Had some elbow problems, but he's come back from that. Mixed up his change, mixes change and cutter. Throw any pitch, any location. And he's gotten to a point now where he is not as predictable as he once was.
Doesn't throw as hard as he used to with the Angels. His fastball 92, 93 miles an hour.
Two and two to Goody. A struggle for Gutierrez against these Red Sox over his last 11 games. 6 for 41 against Boston. Throws to third, he'll get there. Ground ball charged and safe. Aviles could not throw at Gutierrez. Infield hit, runners at the corners. Nice setup here for the Mariners.
Aviles playing, bat comes in. A solid barehanded play from Aviles. Franklin running well, is able to beat it out and get an infield hit. More importantly, move Ichiro up.
Well, nice setup for Dustin Ackley, batting in a 3-hole for the Mariners.
Dustin 293 overall, 5 home runs for him.
Dustin trying to get back on track. 3 for 21 on the road trip. Breaking ball for a strike. Crowd still filing in. Expect close to 40,000 here tonight at Safeco Field. Great opportunity here for the Mariners. Outside for ball 1-1. So those blue shirts, those are the Ichiro design t-shirts. Big giveaway here tonight. Check swing. Strike 2 on that. Dustin, his batting average on the ball club at 293 and leads the club in triples with 5. Long look by Lackey. 1 and 2 here to Ackley. Runner goes. Gutierrez takes off for second. No throw. He's got a stolen base. Urguti is 9th in 11 attempts.
Take a look at the defense behind Lackey in this evening's ball game. In the outfield, Carl Crawford in left, Ellsbury in center, Reddick is in right. On the infield, Aviles will get to start at third base. Lowry and Pedroia up the middle. Adrian Gonzalez at first, and Salta Lamacchia will do the catching for the Red Sox tonight.
Great speed out there. 2-2. Down in the dirt. Full count. So full count to Ackley. Mike Carp, the cleanup man's on deck. Mariners trying to cash in early here in the first inning. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. They're loaded up for Carp. Mike Carp been swinging a good bat lately. Look what he's done on the road trip, the 2-4 road trip to Anaheim in Texas. A couple of home runs, driven in 5, hitting streak at 11.
It's not just his batting average, but he's reached base in 20 straight games. Mike has shown a good eye. He knows the strike zone, but he is being aggressive now, turning it loose when he gets an opportunity or a pitch that he likes.
Nobody out, bases loaded. Base hit up the middle. Mike Carp, Ichiro scores. Here comes Gutierrez. The throw to the plate is cut off. 2-0 Mariners. Mike Carp delivers immediately, and the Mariners are on top. 12-game hitting streak for Carp, his 19th and 20th RBI.
And I think this is the biggest difference with Mike Carp since he's been recalled. Aggressive in the strike zone. Bases loaded. Lackey trying to get ahead of him. He gets a fastball in the middle of the plate. It's down, but he stays with it and hits it hard back up the middle to drive in a couple of runs.
Mike Carp, 12-game hitting streak, drives in 2. Here's Smoke. He drives one straight away center field. Long run, Ellsbury makes the catch. The runners have to get back. They thought it was going to get over his head, and they have to retreat. Smoke puts a charge into one, and the Mariners are not able to advance as we take a look at the Home Depot doing more on defense.
Well, it's a great running catch from Ellsbury, and he turns and gets it in quickly. As Smoke finally back in the lineup. That's a good sign to see him hit the ball hard his first time up. But that's a base running mistake by Ackley, Dave. He has to tag up and get to third on this play. Smoke hits it deep enough. You can see the runner. If it gets past him, he can score anyways with his speed.
About the first base running mistake we've seen him make since he's been up here.
I agree.
He's been really good, very instinctive. Not a good read on that one. Here's Kennedy coming off a sore left heel. He takes a strike.
The key to it in that situation is he doesn't have to stand on second base. He can get off a little bit if he thinks the ball's going to fall in, and if it does, again, he can score. But as he sees Ellsbury catch it, because he has his back to him, he should be able to tag up and get back easily. So Kennedy will hit this fly ball out to left.
So 2 down here in the first. We'll bring up Miguel Olivo. Olivo 4 for 20 on the road trip. Mariners home run leader and RBI leader. Carp and Ackley are base runners. John Lackey 1-1 against the Mariners this season at 2.08 ERA. 14-10 career against the Mariners, and here in Seattle he's 8-5 with a 2.78. Strike one. Levo 4 for 26 against Lackey. Looks at another strike, 0-2. RBI leaders for the Mariners. Ellsbury does not play a very deep center field. A lot of speed out there with Reddick, Ellsbury, and Crawford. Terry Francona, the World Series rings to his credit with this organization. It's outside, blocked by Saltalamacchia. Tito, they called him after his dad. He's a terrific player in the American League. Player of the Year 1980 college baseball at University of Arizona.
His next pitch will be number 20 for Lackey.
1-2 to Olivo. Stays alive.
A lot of off-speed pitches from Lackey here in the first inning.
Out of Abilene, Texas. Outside. 2-2. Four hits by Olivo against Lackey. One was a home run. 2-2. Red Sox come in after taking 2 out of 3 from Minnesota. 8-6, 4-3, and a couple of days ago lost 5-2. He could not commit. Could not hold on. The Mariners get 2 runs on 3 hits and leave a couple. So after one, the Mariners, Mike Carp, hitting streak extended. He drives in a couple. Mariners lead it 2-0. And here's a reminder that the Bronx Bombers return to Safeco Field. 3-game series. It begins Monday, September 12th. Don't miss Derek Jeter, Mark Teixeira, and the Yankees as they square up with Etro, Felix, and the Mariners. Get those seats today. Great weeknight series matchup between the Mariners and the Yankees. For tickets, visit mariners.com/tickets. Right above the A at Safeco Field. Here we are right here. Chopper.
What's up, Chopper?
Good to see you, pal.
It's good to be seen.
Yes, indeed. How about first inning? Good start by Mr. Carp and the Mariners.
I like it. Hunting the fastball, being aggressive, and you're right. When you were talking about coming back up the second time, he is definitely not getting cheated on that fastball. I like it.
He just seems to be on everything right now. You know, you look at it, so many times you get on the fastball or you can sit on a breaking ball, but it seems if there's any pitch, I don't care what it is, in the middle of the plate,
he's not missing it.
He's not missing it. He's hitting it hard somewhere.
I think it's safe to say he's squishy right now.
I think that's true, yes.
Ortiz, Crawford, and Saltalamacchia here in the second inning against Blake Bevan. Ortiz, another solid year, outstanding year. 298, 23 homers, 77 runs batted in.
Defensively, the Mariners put a shift on. Ackley's out in shallow right field. Shortstop Rodriguez swung all the way around, and the third baseman Kennedy going more towards the middle.
Ortiz second on the club, 77 RBIs, second to Gonzalez's 92. Here's the 1-1. Leadoff struck. Deep center field. Goody running out of room. Going back. Just can't get it. Home run. Big Papi, David Ortiz, his 24th. RBI number 78. And it's a 2-1 ball game. He didn't waste any time on that one. And yes, there are a lot of Red Sox fans here. Straight away center field. That is a big time poke.
Every time you start to count him out, he comes back with a big year, and that's what he's having right now.
A little extra motivation over the winter, huh? Some of those Boo Birds last year getting on him a little bit.
409 feet on that home run. Gutierrez had it tracked, but too much carry. 1-0 to Carl Crawford.
It's amazing when you're a veteran guy how you can rejuice. Look at Berkman now. They said the same thing about him. They said he was done. Both guys having great years.
Contract year for Ortiz. 2-1. Crawford got off to a slow start, but his average has been on the climb since coming back. Some injury problems. 3-1 to count. On deck, Jared Saltalamacchia. That's well hit. Right field. And Carl Crawford with 13 stolen bases. One of the best base stealers around. Having an off year, but he's a very talented kid. He's aboard. Nobody out.
Blake has missed his location on the last two hitters. See Olivo set up on the outside corner. That pitch running back to the inside corner. And in a 3-1 count, Crawford hits it hard into right field. The other thing with Crawford seeing 257, normally you would think off year for him, but he was hitting 170 with at least 100 at bats under his belt. So he's had to hit to get his average up to probably around 260 now after that last pitch.
There he goes, left hamstring healed. He is in there safely. Stolen base number 14. He missed some time at the hammy, but he's back to full strength. Has been for a while now. Take a look at a Coors Light freeze can. He got a terrific jump.
Great throw by Miggy, right on the money though.
Saltalamacchia, switch hitter, 269 left-handed, 216 right-handed.
Oh man, no way.
Crawford's going to come around. Here's a throw. Now they hold him. Here's a throw back. And are they going to get him? No, he's safe. Time is called. And boy, you talk about a guy getting eaten alive. Oh, brother.
And he's missed time because the last time he was here, a bad hop came up and hit him on his thumb.
Looks
and
like
his
he broke
first
his
game
nose.
back, it looks like he takes one right in the middle of the face on just a wicked hop.
Boy, that is scary. Here's another look. He's in great position. He's got it, no problem. And then, it takes off. And where's it get him? Got the bill of the cap, mostly the bill of the cap, and it stunned him, obviously. And it's still, but he took some pain, obviously.
Well, he ended up getting the impact of it, but if that doesn't hit the bill of his cap, it'll cut him. And I have to believe that helped him some.
Man.
And you can see his left hand, the one that was hurt, he's trying to get it back up there to protect himself, but just can't move it in time and takes one directly in the forehead.
Yeah, it looked like his nose was bleeding a little bit too. But
yeah,
right on the bridge of his nose.
Oh, jeez. Dr. Edward Calfan on the right.
I was talking to him earlier in the clubhouse and about the bad hop he took off his thumb, and he goes, "I'd rather take it off the face because with my face it's not going to hurt me." And lo and behold, he takes one right off the bonnet.
Yeah, his nose is bleeding still.
That is not good. That's a tough break. Rob Nodine, assistant trainer on the left. It's been a tough year here for Justin Smoak. Both thumbs, and now he gets hit up around the left eye.
Looks like Adam Kennedy will move over to first. Kyle Seager probably goes into third. Well, what a shame. He's been chomping at the bit to get back in the lineup, and here in the second inning, takes a bad hop. Hopefully he didn't break his nose.
It'll make you want to stick your nose in their next ball to you, huh?
Carp's already in there. It's the DH. See, here comes Seager. Seager goes to third. Kennedy will move to first. If you put Carp at first, you lose the DH, and the pitcher's got to hit.
That's 3 balls in a row been hit right on them numbers. I mean, just squared up.
Yeah, Mike, you talked about it earlier. Second time around for Bevan against these guys. Both teams, making the necessary adjustments.
And I think the biggest thing is the Red Sox had never seen Blake, and in Boston, pitching in Fenway, where he pitched well, a lot of fastballs. He commanded his fastball, and today it looks like he's trying to do the same thing. Why not? It worked there. But the Red Sox, a veteran hitting club, Jay, have made an adjustment there, getting on his heater.
Plus, they know he doesn't walk very many people, so he is going to be around the plate, so they're going to go up there gashing, especially down 2. They're not going to get cheated.
We'll have to mix it up.
It's a good little test for him right here, no doubt about it. Help himself out, get a double play ball right here.
So he's got runners at the corners, nobody out, still up a run, 2-1. 8-hole hitting right fielder Josh Reddick.
Good looking player. I like watching this kid.
Yeah, he's 5 homers, 23 runs batted in, covers some ground out there.
Yeah, swings it.
Seager, Rodriguez, Ackley, and Kennedy, the infield now for the Mariners. Popped out, playable.
Maybe.
Rodriguez makes the play.
And again, first pitch hacking.
Another fastball.
Gonna bring up Mike Aviles. 8th game with the Red Sox since being acquired from Kansas City back on July 30th for Yamaiko Navarro, a minor league pitcher. Started a year with Kansas City, then was optioned to AAA Omaha, then recalled. It was the 08 Royals Player of the Year. Tops Major League Rookie All-Star team as well. Punches this one to right field for Ichiro. Crawford at third. Here's the throw. It is not in time. Crawford scores standing up. Tie ball game on the sac fly by Mike Aviles. But just that quickly, the Sox are right back in it. So Aviles picks up his 32nd RBI and his first as a Red Sox. Top of the order, here's Ellsbury again. 6th hitter to the plate here for Boston. Another first pitch hack. Two ball game.
Pretty impressive. 3-14, 19, and 72 is your leadoff guy. Are you kidding me?
I think the 72 RBIs he's been getting his hits, obviously driving runs, but it gives you an idea how deep their lineup is, because for him to have 72 RBIs, the guys at the bottom of the order, because he leads off, have been getting on base a lot. It's a tough lineup to work your way through.
All 2 strikes to Ellsbury. Saltalamacchia, who's at first. Two. Bevan, remind you guys of anybody you faced? 6'8". Not exceptionally hard throw, but throws strikes.
Can't think of anything right now. Put me on the spot, Chopper.
Bouncing ball, Ackley.
Maybe a little Chris Bosio a little bit, maybe.
Okay, 2 runs scored by the Red Sox. A home run by Ortiz, a sac fly by Aviles to the home second in a 2-2 ball game.
Struck first, and a quick answer by the Boston Red Sox. Here we are, bottom of the second. It'll be Rodriguez, Robinson, and Ichiro. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Jay Buhner joining us here today. See if the Mariners can get something going here. Then when they come back out, Blake Bevan hit the adjustments he's going to have to make. Swing and miss. 4-2 to Luis. He's on a little bit of a roll here. On his last 5 decisions, his last 6 starts. Red Sox know the Yankees have already lost 5-1. Rodriguez holds up. Game and a half lead as we speak right now for the Red Sox in the American League East.
That was the best fastball we've seen from Lackey so far, trying to elevate an 0-2 pitch at 94 miles an hour.
And on the money, base hit, Rodriguez. Fourth Mariner hit. Good start to the second.
Lackey throwing a lot of off-speed pitches. That looked like a changeup. 86 miles an hour, and Rodriguez finds a hole on the right side of the infield.
Well, now the first Safeco Field appearance for Trayvon Robinson. Saw him in the clubhouse today. Said, "Man, I said, how do you like your new digs? I got lost." I got lost a couple times. I want to make sure I get everything straight. Heck of a debut last week in Anaheim. Bunts it foul.
Looks like he got him some new shoes too. Nice bright white shoes.
Well, you get a couple of days in. It takes a little while for the order to show up.
What do you guys think about this guy? I know it's early and
very early, but I love his athleticism. He's still learning on how guys are pitching up at this level.
Yeah.
I mean, the fastball counts, Mike, we saw that a lot in the Texas series. A lot of what might have been fastball counts at AAA, not the case up here. But he can go get it.
In Anaheim, he gets a fastball that's middle end. He's hitting left-handed, Jay, and he hits it over the Angels bullpen in Anaheim.
Left center field.
A little crosstown traffic, huh?
And I can tell you, Mark Gupta was sitting next to me in the booth over, and he looks at me, and I look at him like, where did that come from? Yeah. But he has some pop in his bat. And I think that's one of the things that's exciting about him. But since he's hit that home run, they've gotten really soft with him. A lot of breaking balls, a lot of changeups, not as many fastballs. And if he gets one, it's usually in off the plate.
26 homers, 76 RBIs, AAA Albuquerque.
Pretty good numbers. I like the fact he throws the ball well, goes and gets it. He's got good speed. I like the fact that he looked for a bunt base hit right there first pitch, too. Utilizes speed. Make something happen.
He's got a good count here, 3-1. Rodriguez at first, nobody out.
Lackey being like the human rain delay right now.
Well, you think he's bad? Wait till tomorrow night, big fella. You got Josh Beckett on the mound.
You do it.
3-1. Yeah. A looper, left field. Crawford can't get it. Base hit. His first here at Safeco Field for Trayvon Robinson. 2 on for the Mariners here in the second inning.
And in the 3-1 count, he gets an off-speed pitch. It looks like a changeup, 85 miles an hour. Stays back and dumps it into left field. I wonder when he was getting in the box, he calls timeout, he was thinking about it. 3-1 here, he's getting excited about the fastball. Slow himself down a little bit. Regroup.
That's good. Take a deep breath. I think and recollect.
About making adjustments.
It's a good thing he did, because right there he didn't get a 3-1 fastball.
That's right.
Here's Ichiro. Right off the home first, a double down the first base line. Oh boy, in his kitchen, fouled off.
Especially Lackey. I mean, he's got 2 speeds for everything he throws. BP fastball, little cutter, 2 speeds on his curveball. And looks like 2 speeds on his motion. Right now we're in the slow motion.
23 pitches for Lackey in the first inning. Already 10 here in the second with nobody out.
1-1 to Ichiro. Last time the Mariners saw the Red Sox, July 22, 23, 24. Part of that 17-game losing streak. It was losses 13, 14, and 15. Then they went to New York, lost 2, and then finally got a win with Felix Hernandez. The crowd on hand here at Safeco Field. Our Red Sox fans. I'm sure some have ventured from the East Coast, others have the general area. Become Red Sox fans since 04, or maybe before that. A couple of runners on, nobody out.
Looking where Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman, is playing. I know it's early in the game, but with nobody out and a couple of runners on, if Ichiro wanted to take a bunt with him, it would be tough for them to make a play on him.
Pedroia will take that one. Infield fly in effect going out. Let's check in with Angie Menting.
Dave, Dan Ugla hoping to keep his 31-game hitting streak alive tonight at home versus the Cubs. And in the second, he sends a no-doubter to center field for the second longest hitting streak in Braves franchise history to make it 32. Back to you, Dave.
All right, Angie, thank you. Here's Franklin Gutierrez after the Ichiro pop-out for the first out here in the second. Rudy with an infield hit, a stolen base, scored on the 2-run single by Mike Carp.
There's another guy's gotten hot. Ugly. How about the way he started off? And now he's just like,
what was he at, 31 or 32 games?
That's hard to do.
And remember when they were here, did he even play the entire series?
He did, but he had a tough time putting the ball in play.
Yeah.
He's hitting 170.
Totally different guy
He had
now.
like 10 home runs, but he's done some damage over that streak too.
Yeah, they were here late June.
Funny game, isn't it?
Yes, it is. He's totally turned it around.
Outhouse to penthouse in a hurry.
There's another guy does not cheat himself.
No.
Gets through Saltalamacchia. Both runners advance.
Thank you. That'll help. Little flamingo.
This will be a wild pitch. Saltalamacchia. That pitch had just passed home plate. Gets by Saltalamacchia and goes to the backstop. You're right, Jay. That'll help.
Eric Radovich, official scorer. Wild pitch, so second and third. 1 out. Two-0 to Gutierrez. Make it 3-0. On-deck hitters, Dustin Ackley. Another great opportunity here for the Mariners. 3-0 count. And Gutierrez is aboard. Second walk by Lackey. Mariners have him loaded up for the second inning in a row. Feature t-shirt night. That's pretty fired up. Here's the Mariners' leading hitter, Dustin Ackley. Ackley walked in a 3-2 pitch his first time. Looks at ball one. So 1 out. Ackley 2 for 2 at less than 2 outs and the bases loaded. Making this guy throw some pitches tonight. We're in the second inning. Pitch number 43 coming up. 2-1. It's 20 pitches already in this inning alone.
It's after 23 pitches in the first.
One. Back.
Good pitch to hit right there.
Thigh high, inside corner.
Want that one back.
Mariners with a big opportunity here. 2-2. Ackley flips it left field, base hit. They'll score Rodriguez. Everybody else moves up a base. Mariners back on top. 3-2. RBI Ackley is 24.
Wow. Nice piece of hit right there. Didn't try to do too much.
There's Carp again. And another RBI situation for him.
Like a changeup running away from him. Able to keep his hands back and not roll over on that pitch. Line drive into left field. He's now 3 for 3 this year with the bases loaded.
Lackey makes a great pitcher's pitch, and he's shaking his head all the way behind home plate while he's backing up.
Here's Carp. 1 out. Strike one. First pitch, 2-run single back up the middle for Carp in the first inning. Active streaks reaching base. Ugla, Freeman, Carp, and Zimmerman.
Robinson at third, Gutierrez at second, Ackley at first. Fouled away. Anything Lackey comes back with here. It's 0-2.
He just went back-to-back fastballs right there.
Strike him out. Second strikeout. 2 down here in the second inning. And here's what happened to Justin Smoke. It's off the bat assault to Lamakia. Thankfully, he got a lot of the brim, but still,
he got smoked.
He did. Now Kyle Seager, he came into the game. Big Smoke's spot in the batting order in the 5-hole. Kennedy moves from third to first. Seager hits one to Pedroia. Gets in front of it and throws him out. So the Mariners only able to get 1 run off the Lackey in that bases loaded situation. They have a 3-2 lead. Brought to you by Budweiser. This year, Budweiser will donate $100 to Folds of Honor for every home run hit in Major League Baseball. Visit Facebook.com/Budweiser to see how you can help support our nation's heroes.
He had one of those heroes throw out the first pitch. Boy, it's pretty awesome, huh?
Yes,
I mean, I got a little buzz going. What little hair I have standing up when he went out there and standing ovation. That was awesome.
Medal of Honor winner. Sergeant Leroy Petrie, Medal of Honor recipient. Had his son throw out the first ball for him. Lowry pops one up. Ichiro coming in. One out. Second time through against these Red Sox in the order tonight for Blake Bevan. Here's Adrian Gonzalez, leading hitter in the American League. Right at the left his first time.
He had a real hard time making the transition from leagues, huh?
I was going to ask you that. Can you remember somebody signs big contract, comes over a lot of expectations, and they end up doing what he is doing this year? I can't remember the last guy that has done something like that.
It's impressive. It tells you a lot about his makeup and his personality. I think he's just a consummate hitting professional, man. This guy, he's squaring up everything.
You had to
92 ribbies already, too? Come on.
And you had to feel that after making his hay that he was at Petco, all of a sudden he gets to play half his game.
Did you imagine trying to play there?
No. But he was able to do put up some serious numbers. So you had to feel that Fenway was going to be a good park for him to hit in. But you just rarely see guys make that adjustment right away. I mean, even for them, Carl Crawford, who's a great player, struggled early.
No doubt. And not only that, how about his defense he brings, too? That's even more impressive.
Yeah.
Big guy over there, can pick everything, big target. He doesn't, his stroke, it just doesn't look like he tries to do a whole lot, man. He just picks it up, puts it down, and knows exactly where that bat head is.
3 balls, 1 strike to Gonzalez. He's aboard with a walk. First walk by Bevan. 1 out here in the 3rd. Larry Bernandez, the legend, continues to grow, and it's now grown into its own 7-inch bobblehead. Saturday, August 27th, Mariners meet the White Sox. First 20,000 fans, they take home a one-of-a-kind Larry Bernandez bobblehead. It's thanks to Root Sports. Get your tickets. Mariners.com/tickets. Felix will be on the mound tomorrow night against Josh Beckett. Kings Court will be in session. Pedroia. Testing the ground out to 3rd his first time up.
Looks like Blake was making an effort to throw his breaking ball and change up more. A lot of fastballs early in the game for him.
To the 2007 AL Rookie of the Year. Fly ball down the line into the corner. Ichiro gives chase, runs out of room.
Curtis got in my ear and he mentioned Miguel Cabrera, but I can't remember what Cabrera did his first year with the Tigers. It probably raked because that's what he does, but not many guys.
Adrian Gonzalez, who's at first, 1 out. Pedroia followed up that Rookie of the Year campaign with MVP of the American League in 08. Went soft and hung one down the line, all kinds of trouble. Gonzalez not a fast runner. He'll get to 3rd as it bounces around. I'll hold him there. As Pedroia with a 1-out double here in the 3rd, and it sets it up for David Ortiz. For Pedroia, that's his 27th double.
Hanging breaking ball. Looked like Pedroia was sitting on it.
He gets the most out of that body, doesn't he? He just is up there hacking.
That'll bring up Ortiz. Ortiz with a long home run.
Straight away center field. And that was a barrage, boys, where, 1, 2, 3, 4 balls were just, it sounded like gunfire up there. They were hit so hard. Here's that home run. 1-1 pitch to Ortiz, leading off the 2nd.
That was crispy, wasn't it?
Ortiz's 24th home run, RBI number 78. 1 out, runners at 2nd and 3rd. Now evens at 1 and 1.
This is where he makes his money, right here.
Shift is on the infield. They're playing back. A ground ball. Mariners will give up a run.
1-1 to Ortiz. This will stay in the park. Gutierrez does a good job getting under it. Gonzalez not a fast runner. There's a throw by Gutierrez. It's cut off. And they're 2 down. As Gonzalez does not score.
Franklin always stays behind it. Good shape to throw. He has a strong arm. That would have been wide of home.
There's Carl Crawford. Strike one. Goes the other way, out of play. Bevan 0-2 to Crawford. 2 outs. Runners at second and third. Bevan set the 0-2. Way inside. We saw Boston in April, and they had not begun to get going, and since then, explosive. #1 hitting team in the American League. 1-2 pitch. Hit high and deep. Right center field. Gutierrez just shy of the track for the out. So Bevan survives in the third. Strands a couple. And coming up for the Mariners, Kennedy, Olivo, and Rodriguez in a 3-2 Mariner lead. Mariner baseball against the Red Sox, first of 3 for this weekend series, and then the Blue Jays coming to town for 3 Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Adam Kennedy to lead it off, flat out to left in his first at bat. What would you guys say the key to attacking Lackey here now as we're finishing the second time through?
Well, I like the game plan so far. Make him pitch. He's throwing a lot of pitches. 51 pitches for him. Don't try to do too much with it. We've seen guys hit the ball the other way.
He hadn't been overpowering. He's only thrown like, what, 3 or 4 balls over 93, 94 miles an hour. So stay hard in the middle.
Ground ball to Lowry. Jed throws out Adam Kennedy. 1 out here in the Mariners' third. Time for an AT&T trivia question. On this date in history, more than 90,000 fans attended a baseball game at the Olympics. Which city hosted that game? Was it the 32 LA Olympics, the 36 Berlin Olympics, the 56 Melbourne, or the 92 Barcelona Olympics. 90,000. I'm going to go Barcelona.
That's what I was thinking too.
All right. Well struck, base hit off the bat of Olivo. One out base runner here for the Mariners. Miguel struck out on a 2-2 pitch his first at bat. It brings up Luis Rodriguez. Base hit to right. What do you got? Not going to venture a guess at all?
I thought you were going to let me get away with it. You know what? I've always wanted to go to Melbourne, so I'll go with that. I have no idea.
Where's that, in Idaho?
Want to know to Rodriguez. That's popped up. Lowry will take it. Two outs. Brings up Trayvon Robinson for the second time. Get a base hit to left and a 3-1 pitch in his first at bat.
You're watching Lackey pitch tonight. Did you ever have pitchers where you just sat in between because you know you could handle the fastball?
Just see, yeah, just try to pick up ball.
Yeah.
More location than anything else.
Right. I think that's not a bad idea against Lackey.
Yeah, because he's just kind of around, but.
And he throws so many off-speed pitches that his fastball at 92. I think for these guys, they should be able to fight that pitch off. Worst case, opposite way if they get beat on it.
He is one guy that tried to work the ladder a little bit, try to get you to chase the ball up. So that's why I tried to keep my eyes down, kind of sit more in the location. But
all one, Trayvon.
I'm still shocked he's got a 6.1 ERA because he's a pretty tough pitcher to hit. Wasn't one of my favorite guys to face.
Lebo takes off. Fouled off by Robinson.
I like it. Hit on home.
Put the game in motion.
Yeah. Lebo runs good too. Why not?
5 out of 9.
Yeah.
Gutierrez with a stolen base in the game.
One. Backed him off. Missed. It's 2-1. A throw to Olivo. Keep him close. So a 3-1 count. Second time. Trayvon's had a 3-1 count. Each row's on deck.
Pretty quick little slide step there.
Jay, when you were growing up, did you ever try to switch hit? You ever try on the left side at all?
Nope, never did.
This kid only picked it up in what was it?
5 years ago.
Yeah, 06.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Right-handed hitter.
It's amazing.
Natural right-handed hitter.
3-1 count. Line drive to Lowry. So Lowry with an assist and a putout. 2 putouts in that inning. Nothing across for the Mariners, who still lead 3-2. At 85 years young today, Roman Miller. He's been involved with Seattle University since he played hoops there in 1950. He's in their Hall of Fame. I tell you what, his resume is awesome. Teacher, coach, political strategist, baseball scout, worked with Pat Gillick, played catch with Elvis in 1962. And how about this for your old timers?
Where you get that info
He
from?
recruited, I'm a reporter from way back. He recruited R.C. Owens. If you're those of you of a certain age, remember R.C. Owens of alley-oop fame, a wide receiver with the 49ers. He recruited him. He played for the 49ers, and then also recruited a guy named Baylor, first name Elgin.
Elgin Baylor. I remember him.
So, happy birthday, Mr. Miller. Doesn't look a day over 60. 85 for him. Here's Saltalamacchia. His first time up, hit a hard ground ball that ate up Smoke. And wound up taking him out of the ball game. He suffered a head injury. That's going to get out of play. Smoke out of the game. Adam Kennedy, who was at third, moved to first. And that man right there, Kyle Seager, came in off the bench.
That's a good-looking player, young kid for the Mariners. Get an opportunity over there too. Looks like he plays pretty good defense.
He does. He's athletic over there, Jay. And I think the other thing too is, since he's been recalled, he's been slow getting his hits, but his at bats have been much better. Quality at bats.
Working some counts.
Well, he had a game in Anaheim,
pitches.
Dave. I'm sure you remember.
Sure.
He had 4 at bats and 3 times he lined out. Working counts and hitting the ball hard. And for somebody that has the amount of hits he's had in the minor leagues, although it's been brief, he's going to get his hits at some point.
He's been a hit factory everywhere he's been.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Well, he's a teammate of Ackley too, right? Imagine pitching in that lineup. Ooh, pretty good college squad.
Mariners have a 3-2 lead. Saltalamacchia is dismissed. First strikeout for Blake Bevan. Time now for AT&T trivia question. The answer: the state in history. 90,000 attended a baseball game at what Olympics? Fans, you jumped on Barcelona. 49%. That's what I went with. Mr. Buhner went with that. Survey says it was Berlin. Get out of here. The Jesse Owens Berlin Olympics. No kidding. World team defeated the USA 6-5. Who was on that team? How'd they lose to that crew? We figure, you know, Japan was very baseball friendly in 1936, but Germany, not so. Josh Reddick popped out to the shortstop his first at bat. Up this way. They go on the radio. Did Riz get it?
I think it did.
Riz didn't get it. He's always trying to play the hero, grabbing foul balls.
Hopefully he didn't hurt himself.
He is bound and determined to catch a foul ball. You can have it.
You put your hand up for that. No way.
No way is right. Ground ball to Ackley. 2 down. Bevan's retired the last 4 men. Great sky above Seattle. Very pleasant. 69 degrees. We've picked up, Jay, from your great state, your home state of Texas. About 37 degrees. Back up the middle off the bat of Mike Aviles. That was stung. Base hit.
I promise you they'd take this weather down there right now.
And today would be
they might get it in January.
If they hit 100 again today, it's 41 days tomorrow would tie the record. 42 consecutive days of 100+ degree temperature.
They need rain desperately too.
Yes, they do. Top of the order, Ellsbury, 3rd time around. Reached on an error and a fielder's choice thus far. Vilas been known to run. He's 11 out of 13. Three runs, 7 hits, and an error for the Mariners. 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Boston. Olivo has a play. And the Red Sox are gone here in the 4th. That's a big out. Coming up for the Mariners, it'll be the top of the order. Ichiro Gutierrez and Ackley trying to build on this 3-2 lead. You got William Fenton Russell on the right, Terry Francona in the middle, and gentleman on the left, Thomas Menino. He's the longest serving mayor in the history of Boston. He's been in office since 1993. And of course, Bill Russell won championship after championship in his pro days with the Celtics in Boston. Bill lives right here in Mercer Island. Boy, greatest winner in American team sports, Bill Russell.
He's got a few rings, huh?
I'll say.
Covers both hands and a couple feet, huh?
2 national championships in hoops, Olympics. Saltalamacchia can't short hop that one. Ichiro 1 for 2. Doubled down the right field line in the first inning and popped out a couple of men on in the second. Mariners 2 runs in the first. Boston responded 2 in the top of the second. Mariners taking a lead. Bottom of the second as Ichiro is behind 1 and 2. Ichiro right to the glove of Lowry. It kept him busy tonight. Lowry's made the last 3 putouts.
Ichiro gets a fastball in the middle of the plate. It's down. Just didn't have enough. Lowry with the catch.
And brings up Gutierrez. Infield hit, a stolen base, and a run scored in the first inning. Second inning, he walked. Get off speed pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike to Franklin Gutierrez. Game number 117 for both of these clubs. Mariners 29 and 29 here at home. Ew. Feathery touch on that off
Pull the string, huh? 2-1 earlier, 84. That one at 78, just taken off.
Two and 2. Line down the line. That is a foul ball. Gutierrez will be followed by Ackley here in the 4th. Right, Cart, big 2-run single in the first inning. RBI single by Ackley in the 2nd. Boston runs. Ortiz, a leadoff homer in the 2nd. Later on, same inning, Aviles with a sacrifice fly. Did not go, this is Mark Rippinger. Good, he's ready for full count. Ackley awaits. Payout pitch. How about Goody continuing the hot hitting? He's got 2 hits tonight. 2 for 2. Hit it hard. Good sign. Hey, Wednesday is Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Night. Mariners and Blue Jays close out a 3-game series. It's a fantastic package. Starts at just $14 per person for groups of 4 to 12, and it includes hot dog, Pepsi, and a ticket to the game. Take advantage of this offer. Go to mariners.com/specials. Goody 7 for 21 on the road trip. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
It's a good AB right there. Works the count right there. Lackey trying to low in the sweep, speed up his fastball, try to get him in.
There he goes. Gutierrez takes off. Saltalamacchia throw. Ball flag. And Goody stumbles. Throw back. And he's in safely. His 2nd stolen base tonight. He's got 10 on the season. It's 10 out of 12. He wasn't waiting around. Took off.
I like that he's being aggressive. He sees the ball go into center field as he hits the bag with his pop-up slide, but then he stumbles.
RBI opportunity for Ackley. He's already driven in 1. It's the one that has the Mariners on top by a run.
Franklin now with 4 2-hit games in a row. Good to see start gaining some confidence again, feeling better about things. It's been a struggle for him this year.
Wasting no time getting himself in scoring position too, carrying the mail. Like that.
I like that he's feeling early in the count too.
I'll wait around.
Ackley takes a strike, 1 and 2. And 2. Crawford put this one away. 2 outs. The news on Justin Smoke, not good. Let's check in with Jen Mueller.
Well, Dave, what we know right now is that he is suffering from a fractured nose. He is undergoing further CT scans with the trainers and the doctors down there. We know that it didn't look good, but maybe perhaps that news is a little bit better than we might have expected, at least early on.
That's the play where he got hurt. Thanks, Jen, off the bat of Saltalamacchia back in the 2nd inning.
You're right. It's a good thing it hit that lid of that cap, man. It hit you direct on that left eye. Oh, boy. And then a concussion, and you know how those things can linger post-concussion. Man, you could really miss a lot of time.
Yeah, this is Smoke's first game since 2nd of August. Here we are in the 12th. It's 10 days. 1-0 to Cart. 2-run single and a strikeout.
Mike's last at bat. Lackey started him with a couple of fastballs and buried a slider at his back foot and he swung over the top of it to get the strikeout. Now he's going soft again with him.
Messing with his head. Got him hit in between.
2-1.
First two pitches fastballs in his last at bat, and you can see the slide of the third pitch. He's buried it at his back foot and swung over the top of it.
2-1 count. Left center field. Crawford's fast. He's not touching that one. Goody scores easily. 4-2 Mariners as Mike Carp is just lighting it up. He's driven in 3 runs tonight. He's 2 for 3. Mike Carp in the 4-hole has been very dependable these last 10 days.
And with this base hit, the Mariners 4 for 10 with men in scoring position.
Boy, that's a good work.
86 miles an hour off speed pitch, stayed back on it. Hammers it into the gap.
Man. I love the way he stays through that ball.
3 RBI night for Carp. Picks up his 8th double. Kyle Seager came in after the injury to Smoke. He grounded out to second in the 2nd inning. He's behind 0-1. Gets through. Saltalamacchia. Carp to 3rd. So Lackey, another wild pitch here. His 2nd of the night. One and one to Seager. They're in the batting order, really getting it done tonight. Only 5-hole and the 6-hole have yet to produce hits. Seager 2-2.
They had made Lackey work 84 pitches, working here in the 4th.
Early night for the pen.
Two. Bouncing ball to Lowry. Goes over to Gonzalez. That'll do it. Mariners do pick up a run. They lead it by a count of 4-2.
The biggest standing ovation tonight at Safeco Field was not for Ichiro. It was not for Dustin Ackley. It was for Sergeant First Class Leroy Petrie, who joins me now, just the second living Medal of Honor award winner from the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. And I saw you before you went out for the first pitch, and the crowd was deafening, and you really, truly seemed surprised by the response you were getting.
It was amazing. My son, he went out there a little cocky as a 17-year-old, and he started to get a little hyperventilation going on. He said, "Dad, this is wild." And I said, "Yeah, I couldn't believe it." We looked around. My wife even said that the standing ovation was simply amazing.
I rarely see anything like this, and look what we're seeing right here. A home run by Jed Lowry. As a result of your heroism, you lost your right hand, and so you were not able to throw out the first pitch tonight. But you were able to pass that honor to your son. I imagine as a father, that's got to be a pretty neat thing.
It was great to be able to give him that opportunity, and for him to take the opportunity to do it for me. And I felt very proud knowing that he got it over the mound and didn't bounce it. So it was just great something that I could pass on to him.
Well, thank you very much for everybody who's watching. We appreciate your sacrifice and your service. Thank you very much for the time. And guys, when he's not here inspiring us, he is caring for our wounded special service members and their families at Madigan Army Medical Center. Back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. And Sergeant Petrie, thank you so much for your service. Congratulations on winning the Medal of Honor. 4-3 Mariners. Gonzalez with a base hit following the home run by Lowry. Here's Pedroia. Double to left his last time. Rounded out to third his first time up and doubled down the line in the third. Good pitch.
Blake was able to take a lot off of that breaking ball. 81 miles an hour. Pedroia hit a breaking ball his last time up into the corner. It was a harder slider, that one. 81.
Boss Seager goes to Ackley for one. They don't get the speedy Pedroia. They get the lead runner in Gonzalez. This recovery by Seager. Mike, again, he doesn't panic. Remember the other day we saw some plays like this.
Ends up being a tough hop. He smothers it with his glove, but there was a little bit of a bobble. Make the accurate throw to second. Pedroia with his speed, no chance to turn the double play. But make sure you get an out. That's the most important thing, and he was able to do that.
The one out, Pedroia at first for David Ortiz. Solo homer in the second, fly out to center in the third. And second and third with one out when he flied out. Disappointed that he couldn't get the run home. It was a break for the Mariners. There's pitch strike to Ortiz now with 24 home runs and 78 runs batted in. Pedroia takes off. Throw by Olivo. Got a chance. He is safe. Pedroia, his 23rd stolen base. 23 out of 28. Tying run at second.
Pedroia gets a great jump. Olivo again with a strong throw to second. We'll see Rodriguez coming to the picture. He'll tag him on the back of his leg as Pedroia slides in safely.
Second stolen base tonight. Carl Crawford's got one for Boston. 1-1 to Ortiz. Ground ball to Ackley. Second out. Pedroia to third. 2 down here in the 5th. That'll bring up Carl Crawford. The next Mariners BECU half-price family night set for Monday when the Blue Jays come to Safeco Field for as little as $10. You know, you can take your family and friends out to the ball game, enjoy a summer evening here. So get your tickets by going to mariners.com/specials. Here's Crawford. Carl with a base hit to right and a stolen base at the second. Flied out to center, second time up. Moved his feet a little bit. 2-0.
68 pitches for Blake. Red Sox 1 for 7 with men in scoring position tonight. He's had to pitch out of some trouble.
2-1. Two and 2 now to Carl Crawford. Run in on the Lowry home run. Pedroia is at third. Two pitch. Tried to paint and missed by much. Count.
And Crawford, a veteran hitter, disciplined hitter. That pitch off the plate away. It's a good two-seam fastball from Blake. Started on the corner and ran it off.
Payoff pitch here to Crawford. 2 outs.
Another good catch. In on the hands.
Three and 2. Crawford to right field. Ichiro has it under control for the third out. So Pedroia is stranded at third here in the 5th. And the Mariners, their lead holds at 4-3. Inning here at Safeco Field. Saw him earlier in the year, and he was all over the web later on that night. Game here at Safeco Field.
So good, they brought him back, gave him his own jersey. You know the kid's good.
Adam Kennedy fouls one off as he leads off here in the Mariner fifth. Kennedy, Olivo, and Rodriguez. Broken bat. Covered by Gonzalez to Lackey, and Adam Kennedy and Lackey, part of the 0-2 world champion Angels. And we spoke to Adam Kennedy and his thoughts on facing his good buddy John Lackey.
You absolutely have it in the front of your mind. You know, you always enjoy competing against some good friends, and it makes for good trash talking.
That it does. Who's some of your good buddies you may have faced during the course of your career? Jay Buhner here in the booth.
I remember when Randy left and went over and we faced him with the Diamondbacks, and found out what Mr. Nasty was all about, unfortunately, and being 6 foot a million, and when he lets go of the ball, he's right on top of you. So
snapped a few sliders at your back foot, did he?
Yeah, they instead of Bone, my new nickname became Jelly, because that's exactly what I did. Yeah, that's always fun. And it's the same thing too. You know this, Mike. When you played for another organization, you come back to play your old organization. It's always fun, a little extra incentive to kind of do well. And you know, Lou Piniella, in all the years when we go back to Yankee Stadium, you know as well as I do, he managed at a totally different level when for whatever reason. I mean, he was a different character. There's no doubt about it. So.
Yeah, Lou always felt like you were going to have a good game facing your former team. And so he'd always put you in the lineup.
He would. He'd love that.
You know, what's funny is I got a chance to face Randy, and it was in the Kingdome, and I hit one off the knuckles into right field. Flair went in on him. So I'm laughing at him at first. I go to take my lead, and I'm not paying attention to him because Randy knows I'm not going anywhere. Jay?
He fired one over?
No. I look up, and he's charging me at first. So instead of throwing, he was going to run over and try to just tag me. It was the funniest thing. It startled me, and I dived back in there, and he had the biggest smile on his face. He started laughing.
That's your Expo days, isn't it? Goes back to your Expo days.
Yeah, he and I would keep through the minor leagues and all of that, so I've known him for a long time. What are you doing?
He is a piece of work. There's no doubt about that.
Popped up.
Typical lefty.
Pedroia calling everybody out for the second out. That's funny. I've never heard one like that before.
Oh, if you can imagine.
Yeah.
Just a couple steps off the base, kind of kicking the dirt around, waiting for Randy to get back on the mound. And all of a sudden I hear the first base coach yell something, and I look up, and he is literally halfway to first on a dead run. Almost hurt myself trying to get back, and I look at him like, what are you doing? And he's just laughing. What is wrong with you?
That's a great story.
That's just it. That's why he was so good at what he did out there, man. Got to have a little screw loose.
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, you got to have fun.
That's a good call.
I tell you what I like. I like Miggy hitting a fly ball right there and being on second base when the ball was caught. That's what I mean. I love that. All you young kids out there, watch that. That's the way you're supposed to play the game.
1-0 to Rodriguez. 1 for 2 tonight. Run scored.
You said that to me in Anaheim one time.
What's that?
Funny. I did the same thing, just a fly ball, and I'm running as hard as I can run, about trying to kill myself. And I come back in the dugout, and you're chuckling, and you said, "What are you doing? Why do you run that hard?" I mean, I know you could get to say, "What are you running that hard for?" I said, "Because I'm that mad right now, ready to snap." Getting a cookie, just popped it up. It's funny.
2-1.
Been there, done that too many times. Run all the way through first, halfway down the right field line, you're just shaking your head.
Ever get so bad you're talking to yourself out loud?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Talking to that guy on your shoulder, man.
You don't want to be around for that conversation.
The wife and kids, right?
Oh, boy.
2-2. Not one of the cleaner. You can't clean that version up, can you? 2-2.
That and it's a little strange.
Yeah, right. Pedroia takes care of this. 1-2-3 inning for Lackey. We're through 5. Mariners with a 1-run lead over the best team in the American League, the Boston Red Sox.
Snoqualmie Casino, Seattle's premier entertainment, gaming, and dining destination. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. And by Sterling Savings Bank. Visit one of our 178 branches or go to sterlingsavingsbank.com. David, Mike, back upstairs to you guys.
All right, Angie, great colors here as we have the sunset in Seattle at 4-3. Mariner lead as we start the 6th inning. 7-8-9 here for the Sox. Saltalamacchia, Reddick, and Aviles. Salton tonight hit the ground ball that ate up Smoke at first, knocked him out of the ball game. He struck out the second time. Ooh, that got Olivo. It's a nightly occurrence. He cannot bite. It's see Saltalamacchia give him a hang in there, buddy.
Catcher to catcher,
yes,
man.
Sir, they know, man. They know the price you pay when you put on that gear.
Can't put on enough sweatbands.
This guy's as tough as they come, too, boy. Kello Olivo.
Had that conversation with Val one time, and he said, "Give me everything you have."
Believe it.
He caught a long time in the big leagues
Yes,
because of it. And take a look at this.
The back of the pinky, huh? The back of the hand.
Yep.
A little bit of hand extending out, so be soft with that catcher's mitt. So you want to be a catcher, huh? Wow. No way. You caught, didn't you, Mike, a little bit? You weren't. One year you were our third emergency catcher, weren't you?
I was, and actually had to mix in a half an
yeah,
inning.
you
doing
did.
it
I remember that. I do remember that.
That was enough.
Broken bat looper for a base hit. Saltalamacchia starts the Red Sox 6th with a single to left. This copyrighted telecast was presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. Ichiro roll. Nice Ichiro. Dave Sims, Mike Flowers, Jake Buhner joining us here tonight. Mike Karp's driven in 3 runs. Dustin Ackley the 4th. Mariners holding on here against high-powered Red Sox. Speaking of high-powered, Texas up 9-0 at Oakland in the 6th. Angels have won at Toronto 5-1. Reddick tonight popped to short, ground out to second. CenturyLink high-speed pitch. 94 Lackey, 93 for Bevan. One and one.
Did you play any other positions besides right?
Broke in center. Played a little left. Played everywhere in the outfield. I played a few games at first base. Well, that was an adventure. I've never been so sore in my life after the first game I played over there. Just stretching out for balls coming across.
I remember.
Oh, my goodness. I couldn't play the next night. My butt was so sore. Plus, I took about 1,000 balls over there just to make sure that I felt halfway comfortable.
Strike two.
He used to come in and take ground balls with me at third all
I
the
know,
time.
but boy, I tell you what, when you actually have to do it in a game, oof. I kept reminding myself, make sure you're the cutoff man. Get to the mound. Get to the mound. I mean, I was like, half the time I wasn't even thinking about the pitch. A little nerve-wracking. Especially when you walk in and Lou goes, son, I got you at first base. Okay.
That's well stroked and not coming back. Good grief.
Wow.
Off the hit it here, Cafe to Josh Reddick. Wow. 2-run jack. 5-4 Boston. His sixth of the year. RBIs 24 and 25. Ouch.
Some thunder in that wiry body, huh?
Luke zone, Jay.
Just like Ellsbury, man. Some hidden pop, sneaky pop right there.
91-mile-an-hour fastball, down and in, right in the Luke zone for a left-hander, and he gets every bit of it as it ricochets off the glass.
Whew, that is a blast. So snap fingers at 5-4 Red Sox. 383 feet on a line. So they got a bloop and a blast, and now
they can turn it around in a hurry, can't they?
Home run number 142 on the season for the Red Sox.
Their third of the game.
This one hit hard, backing up Seager. Goes out of Vilas. Make that 144, Mike. Thank you very much.
That is another solid play by Seager at third. You're right, Jay. He has really played well over there when he gets in. That's not an easy play.
That's a lean you right at the shins.
And this ball is hit on the button again. Let's take a look at Seager. Tough hop. Gives himself a little bit of room. Although he backs up, which I don't recommend over there, he keeps his glove down and is able to catch it.
I think he was thinking he was going to get that big hop, and it didn't. It stayed down.
One out, back to the top of the order. Ellsbury, his fourth plate appearance, 0 for 3. Home runs tonight by Ortiz, Lowry, and Reddick for Boston. One and two. We're going to get it 1 and 2. The other run produced for Boston by Mike Aviles. Second inning sacrifice fly. 3 homers tonight. High drive right field for Ichiro. 2 outs. Check out the Mariner calendar. It's brought to you by Sleep Country USA. Toronto comes in after the Sox travel day. Tampa Bay and Cleveland. There's a double dip in there on the 23rd, a day-night doubleheader, and come home for the final days of August. The White Sox and Angels will be in town. Sox have brought them out here tonight. Big crowds tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday afternoon. Felix Hernandez against Josh Beckett tomorrow. Lowry with a home run his last time up. That was leading off the 5th. Homer to right. Gutierrez tracking it down, slicing back to Robinson, and Trayvon makes the catch. The big 2-run homer by Josh Reddick turns this one around. The Mariners now on the short end, 5-4. The all-time greats in Washington Husky history, quarterback Sonny Six Killer. Good to see Sonny out at the ballpark. 5-4. Robinson shows bunt. Takes a ball as he leads off the home 6. Robinson, Ichiro, and Gutierrez.
I like it. We didn't see this on the road from him. Robinson trying to bunt. This is the second time where it looks like he squared around to where he wants to try to get things going by dropping a bunt down.
And take it with you still, though. I can see him dragging on down the first baseline.
With his speed, that's a great piece to have in your bag.
Make Lackey try to field it and try to pick up a throwing angle or a throwing lane.
Franklin Morales warming up. Left-hander for the Red Sox. Robinson tonight. Here's Morales. Robinson tonight, base hit to left. A soft line drive to the shortstop.
100 pitches now for Lackey.
Base hit by Robinson is first here at Safeco Field. And he strikes out. Let's check in with Angie Minton.
All right, guys, thank you very much. Let's check in elsewhere right now. Vernon Wells returns to Toronto for the first time after 12 seasons with the Jays to a standing ovation. And in his first at-bat, first pitch, he goes deep to left center field, giving the fans mixed emotions on a perfectly scripted homecoming. Angels take down the Jays 5-1. It's our Sterling Savings Bank score. Dave.
All right, Angie, thank you. I like Vernon Wells. Good guy. Really good.
There we go, though. Right there. You come back to haunt your old team.
You were talking about that, right? Exactly. First pitch.
His dad is quite the artist, too.
Isn't he?
Yeah. I got some of his stuff.
Does tremendous baseball portraits. Ichiro, a little chopper to Gonzalez. He'll take that easy second out. Two outs.
Yes, sir. That's what I'll say. Yes, sir.
Brings up Gutierrez. Strikeout of Robinson. That was the third strikeout. Rung up by John Lackey. 6 in a row retired by Lackey since the Carp RBI double in the fourth.
Franklin's been on base all 3 times. 2 for 2 with a walk, a couple of stolen bases.
So hot. Eric Wedge has got him in a 2-hole here tonight. Got to think, Mike, Jay, if he stays like this, he's going to have this spot locked down for a few more days.
I think the main thing, again, is they would just like to see him have some success here in the last month and a half of the season as he pops this one up to the catcher, because it's been such a struggle.
Salter puts it away. Saltalamacchia with the catch. Quick inning. Lackey shuts down the Mariners here in the home 6th, a 5-4 Boston lead. To you by AT&T. By Money Tree, looking for a loan with more time to repay? Apply for a Money Tree payday loan online at moneytreeinc.com. By the Jeep brand, we don't just make SUVs, we make history. And by Budweiser, official beer of the thirst inning. Great times are on deck. Grab some buds. First of 3 here at the Red Sox. Early visit here to Seattle. And they lead it by a count of 5-4. 2-run homer by Josh Reddick. Put them on top. Gonzalez, Pedroia, and Ortiz. 3, 4, and 5 here in the 7th inning. Two and 0 the count.
Jeff Gray getting loose in the Mariners bullpen. You get a chance to see him pitch yet?
I haven't.
Well stroked. Deep left center field. Going back Gutierrez off the fence.
I think I'm going to get ready to in a minute, huh?
With a line drive double to lead off the 7th. Boy, he got ahead in the count. 2-0. Rifled one out there. It's his second hit tonight. 36 double for the leading hitter in the American League. After their dramatic come-from-behind victory last weekend in Kansas City, Casey Keller and the Seattle Sounders return to MLS competition tomorrow against Chivas USA. Fans outside the Seattle area can catch the match live on Root Sports at 1 p.m. with the replay available to all viewers at 4 p.m. Pedroia puts it down and moves the runner over. Sets up Ortiz. One out runner at third.
You won't see the Red Sox do that very often. Their last sacrifice bunts. Take a look at the home run. Ortiz dead center field in the second inning. The first of 3 home runs by the Red Sox tonight.
Infield, in close against Ortiz. Line drive left field, base hit. 6-4 Boston. Second RBI tonight.
It's the fastball away from him, but it's up. It's about belt high as he lines it into left field.
How's that for extension?
Up for loading up on a pitch.
A little high leg kick, gets the foot down, and extension.
2 RBI night for Ortiz. It chases Blake Bevan as Eric Wedge with the slow walk to come get his right-hander down 6-4.
Mariners trying to stop the damage right now. Meantime, Texas beating up on the A's in Oakland, 7-0 in the 4th. That's when RBI leader Michael Young rips one to right center field, scoring Ian Kinsler, and De Jesus bobbles it, allowing Elvis Andrus to score from first. 9-0 Rangers at that point. Now it's 9-1 again. Michael Young leading the team in RBIs. The single ties Young with David Ortiz for 6th in the AL with 78 RBIs. All right, Dave, apparently it looks like Blake Bevan's streak of quality starts is over.
Well, they're playing the best team in the American League, so it's certainly no disgrace to get knocked out of the box by these guys.
Numbers for Bevan: 6 1/3 innings for him. Gave up 11 hits, 6 runs. They're all earned. Is also responsible for Ortiz, who's at first base. 96 pitches for him, 65 strikes. And the numbers for Jeff Gray: 3.78 ERA, 33 1/3 innings, 19 strikeouts. Opponents average 269.
Bevan's night done, gives up 3 home runs, 96 pitches, 65 for strikes. Carl Crawford, the hitter. First one for Jeff Gray. Crawford 1 for 3, base hit and a stolen base. Pops this one up, playable. Seager with some room. 2 outs. I'll bring up Jared Saltalamacchia, a couple of hits tonight. 2 for 3. He's got a run scored back in the 6th. He scored ahead of Reddick, who hit a home run off the Hit It Here Cafe. Aaron's got to see if they can get something going against Lackey, who has retired the last 7 men that he's faced. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Boston. 4 runs, 9 hits, and an error for the Mariners. 1-1.
Good fastball from Jeff Gray. We've seen that from him since he's basically taken over David Pauly's role. He rushed it up there at 95 miles an hour.
One and two. Ortiz not being held on. No running threat at all. 1 and 2 here. Saltalamacchia. Strike 3 call. That'll do it. So Gray comes in, gets the job done, closes the door in the 7th. Home 7th coming up for the Mariners. Ackley, Karp, and Smoke. Mariners trying to generate some offense against John Lackey.
To you by the Emerald Queen Casino, the entertainment capital of the Northwest.
6-4 Boston, bottom of the 7th inning. See if the Mariners can get cranking again offensively. Karp's driven in 3 runs. Ackley has driven in another. The Red Sox powering this evening against Blake Bevan. 3 home runs. Ortiz, Lowry, and Reddick. John Lackey retired 7 in a row now, as he works here in the 7th inning.
For Lackey, 107 pitches in the game. Looks like Morales continues to throw in the Red Sox bullpen.
There's Ackley checking in with a base hit. Another one tonight. His second. 2 for 3. Check out our steal cut above the rest. How about the night Mike Karp has had? 2-run single in the first. An RBI double in the 4th. He continues some hot bat work here, Mike.
He has been aggressive in the strike zone. This is what you want to see early in the game, hitting 4th. Lackey is struggling. He makes him pay for it and drives in a couple of runs in the first. Then he comes back in the 4th after some off speed to stay back long enough and drills it into the gap out in left center field. Franklin Gutierrez will come around to score. So Mike Karp with 3 RBIs in the game.
So Terry Francona seen enough from John Lackey. He's making a move here. Morales will come on. Mariners bring the tying run to the plate here at Safeco Field. opportunity now here for the Mariners. As they got the leadoff man aboard in Dustin Ackley, and I had named Mike Karp will be coming up, and John Lackey, his night done.
108 pitches for Lackey, 66 of them for strikes, 4 runs, 4 of them earned. He's responsible for Ackley, who's on first base. Just a couple of walks for him. And it looked like the Mariners were going to chase him early, but the veteran pitcher that he is able to hang around, and now he has the lead and an opportunity to win the game.
Lackey with a 10-8 record. Brings on Franklin Morales.
Morales' numbers, a 4.67 ERA for him, 17 1/3 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts to 7 walks. Opponent's average 254.
Mike Karp, hottest hitter the Mariners have. Chance to go to work.
Mike has hit left-handers well this year, but he'll have to turn it up a notch. Morales' fastball be 95, 96 miles an hour.
We'd seen Morales before. He'd been with Colorado.
He doesn't throw 96, 97 anymore coming out of the pit. I mean, come on.
Good point. You can see what he's done against left-handers, a 3.46 average with a couple of home runs.
Morales came over from Colorado for a player to be named later or cash. That was back on May 19th. On the count. Then they're in their first strike. Saw Morales back on Friday, July 22nd. Mariners got to him in 2/3 of an inning, 3 runs on 3 hits. Karp's got a 2-2 count.
Right-hander Matt Albers getting loose in the Red Sox bullpen.
Mike Karp again with a base hit. This time on a 2-2 pitch. And that'll bring the lead run to the plate in the person of Kyle Seager.
He is giving left-handed pitchers a beating, and this is not an easy thing to do. When he's dropped a couple of breaking balls on you, to come back and get a 95-mile-an-hour fastball on the inside part of the plate and rip it into right field. I don't know, Jay. That's pretty strong hitting right there.
I think he was a little upset that he got the curveball call for a strike, but he was able to keep his eyes right back down and go right back to sitting on the fastball again. Nice piece of hitting.
3 for 4 night, 3 RBIs for Karp. We're in the 7th.
Turning around 96 like it's nothing.
Seager 0 for 2 since coming into the game to replace the injured Justin Smoke. Kennedy moved from 3rd to 1st. Seager went in as the 3rd baseman. Heck of a scoop by Saltalamacchia, ball 1.
He's getting a workout back there, isn't he?
They're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Seager will square around the bunt, and he spikes a fastball.
Morales held opponents to a 204 batting average during his stint with Colorado before coming over. So you got Albers and Daniel Bard preparing down in the bullpen. 1-0. Bunts popped foul. So the Mariners 7-6 since that 17-game losing streak, trying to get a win against Boston. They're 2-4 against the Red Sox. All of those games, a couple of series in Boston. Ackley and Karp tonight, 4 for 6 they've combined. 4 runs knocked in. that 5 for 7 they are.
Kyle is still bunting. He wants to bunt it firmly towards the third baseman, make him field it.
Takes the ball back exactly to second.
Adrian Gonzalez, the first baseman, crashing hard on him. Make Aviles field it. Give yourself up. And with Ackley at second base, it doesn't have to be a perfect bunt. Just get it down in that area, make Aviles field it, and he can get the third easily.
Two and one. Beautiful. Aviles fields. Throws to Pedroia. Sacrifice executed by Kyle Seager.
That's Purdy.
That was really well done. And for Seager, that's his first big league sacrifice. Annual Boeing Salute the Kids Day. It's coming up on Sunday, August 28th. Mariners and the White Sox get together for a 110 tilt. All kids 14 and under take home a Felix Hernandez t-shirt. Plus youngsters 6 to 14. You can enter right now at any Mariners team store for honorary ballpark jobs that day. For tickets to Salute the Kids Day, go to mariners.com/tickets. Kurt Young, the pitching coach, out for a couple words. One out. Base hit will tie it. Adam Kennedy 0 for 3. All one to Adam.
Crawford and Ellsbury shallow. We've seen them play that way all game long. Reddick straight away and right.
A lot of speed out there. Kennedy 0 for 1 against Morales. Breaking ball. Strike one. Third game in a row, the Mariners had 11 hits. How about that? 1-1. They went against Texas on Wednesday, 4 runs and 11 hits. Middle game of that series down there, they went for 6 runs and 11 hits. Tonight, 4 runs, 11 hits, and an error. Kennedy. Ellsbury, the center fielder, shading a few steps towards left center. Red Sox have hit 3 home runs tonight. Ortiz, Lowry, and Reddick. The Mariners, Mike Cart. 3-hit night, driven in 3 runs. 2-2. So 2-2 now to Adam Kennedy.
It's just not right there. 76-mile-an-hour curveball when you got 96. Little crossfire.
Long look. That time's called. Here comes the 2-2. Strike 3 call. 2 outs.
Paint.
97 miles an hour on the outside corner. I think Adam thought that pitch was off the plate away.
Another pitching change by Terry Francona. You got right-handed hitting Miguel Olivo coming up. They'll bring in hard-throwing Daniel Bard. Going to be called on to get a big hit as we check out our Banner Bank building to the future. How about Alex Liddy, infielder down at Tacoma, over his last 10 games? Look at this, 349, 15 runs, couple of doubles, 5 home runs at 14 runs. Batted in. Alex Liddy from Italy. Trying to make his way up here to the big league level. Well, this is going to be a battle here. Morales throws hard. Bard may throw harder.
I think he does. We've seen him touch 99 this year. Numbers for Bard: a 2.30 ERA, 54 and 2/3 innings, 53 strikeouts and just 14 walks. Opponent's average 174.
So it gets easier.
Like you said, it seems like everybody throws hard.
Man.
Yeah, this kid's electric right here.
There's Olivo, got a base hit.
Two-out lightning right here, though.
Why not? Breaking ball.
Starts him with a breaking ball at 84.
Strike one to Olivo. Olivo 0 for 3 against hard-throwing Daniel Bard. Pretty easy 99, wasn't it? Boom, have some. Again.
It's amazing that you can get that much torque out of an elbow and not have it just come right off your body. You know, I mean, really.
Great. And as a right-hander, he's turning his back on you a little bit too.
And it's a smooth 99.
It is. Plus, he's a big kid, so he's getting up on top of you even more.
Boy. That'll do it for the Mariners. They get a couple runners, second and third, and that's it. Turned away by the Sox. Penn 6-4 Red Sox. recap, it's all about the home runs. Only the Yankees have hit more home runs in the American League than the Red Sox. Ortiz got the parade going in the second inning. Then to the fifth inning. Leading off, Jed Lowry. That goes into the lower right field stands. And now watch this third one by Josh Reddick with a man aboard in a sixth. That was traveling. Off the Hit It Here Cafe. Yikes.
There were no cheapos.
144 home runs for the Red Sox. The Yankees started the day with 155. And here's Mr. Reddick again. We're in the eighth. Jeff Gray, second Mariner pitcher. Blake Bevan, 6 1/3, 11 hits, 6 runs all earned, a walk and a strikeout, and gave up the 3 home runs. Right now, Bevan on the hook for possible loss if the Mariners don't rally. And right now, Lackey's in position to win this game. It would be his 11th. Lowry 1 for 3 on deck. Michael Vilas. 4-pitch walk. Stay on top of traffic by riding Link Light Rail to the airport. For scheduling info, visit soundtransit.org for details. Here's Michael Vilas. 1 for 2 with an RBI and a sac fly back in the second inning. Wants it foul. Let me ask you this one, Jay. State of bunting since you came up in the bigs. Better or worse? It's got to, or actually, the question is, how worse has it gotten since you came up?
Well, these young kids that are coming up for the Mariners, they're also used to being probably 3, 4, 5, 6 in the lineup. They're going to come up here and they're going to be hitting 7, 8, 9. They're going to be asked to bunt. So it is huge and imperative for them to be able to do it. And I'm impressed with Seager to be able to get that bunt down. But it's part of the game over here.
I think the other thing, too, Jay, is they're not spending a lot of time in the minor leagues to even work on some of those things.
They're moving up so quick.
Yeah.
But a lot of these kids, if they're fortunate enough to go to big-time colleges, D1 schools, that's part of the game, especially with those BB core bats now. I mean, it's not fly away anymore. I mean, these guys got to manufacture runs. So
chance for 2. Rodriguez throws over to Kennedy. Turn a 4-6-3 double play, first in the ball game.
Room service double play ball, a 2-hopper right to Ackley. Little flip over.
That's why you use 2 hands, huh?
Tell you what, Reddick got on top of Rodriguez, didn't he? I think it surprised him a little bit.
Well, we talked about it earlier. We had seen him when we were in Boston before. That kid can run.
He can run.
So can this young man, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 4 tonight.
Pretty fast outfield they got all the way around.
That's some coverage.
I mean, that's covering some ground.
Gets by Kennedy. Ellsbury will hold it first. And when you're traveling outside the Northwest this season, take the Mariners with you. Take them wherever you go by subscribing to MLB.tv. Do it today to see every Mariners game live or on demand on your computer or your favorite devices. Visit Mariners.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. Hall of Famer Carl Yastrzemski. His name overwhelming that young lady's shirt. The hitter's Jed Lowry. 1 for 4 with the home run we showed you. Back in the 5th, leading off. Ellsbury, one of the best base stealers in the American League. Tied for 4th, entering today with Elvis Andrus at 31. Coco Crisp with 37, Brett Gardner 36, Rajay Davis with 34. Gray looking to get this final out. Red Sox with a run in the 5th, 2 in the 6th, 1 in the 7th. Trailing 4-2. Gray does his job. Ackley throws out Lowry, and that'll do it. Double play, big help in the 8th. Home 8th coming up. Rodriguez, Robinson, and Ichiro. Mariners down 2. On Root Sports is being brought to you by Widmer Brothers Brewing. Brewing without boundaries. By Pizza Hut. Get any Pizza Hut pizza, any size, any toppings for one amazingly low price when you carry out. And by Jack in the Box. Come try the new Jumbo Breakfast Platter for just $2.99 plus tax at Jack in the Box. Great to have you with us, everybody. Beautiful night for baseball in Seattle. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Dave Buhner joining us tonight. Daniel Bard will continue here for the Red Sox. He's their 3rd pitcher of the night. Luis Rodriguez, Trayvon Robinson, and Ichiro here in the 8th. Right. That's nice. 2-0. 3-0 from Bard. Trayvon Robinson's on deck. And a 4-pitch walk. Mariners will take it. Robinson to the plate. Trayvon had his first safe go field hit. First time up, that was in the 2nd inning, in a soft line drive to the shortstop and struck out.
Amazes me. He just comes in, gets filthy on Miggy right there, and then he goes 4 straight pitches, leadoff walk.
This will be interesting. Robinson likes to hit the fastball. Well, he's going to get a good one here.
Better shorten up a little bit, though.
That was at 98.
That was a bit tardy.
It's such a. Doesn't it make it even more intimidating that it's such an easy 98? It's just like, boom, and it's all over you.
That's the key. It's not intimidating. It's just on you, and it's difficult to lay off of that pitch at the top of the strike zone. Not many guys are going to be able to catch up to it up there. He's going to have to get the ball down, the fastball down, if he wants to get the barrel to it.
And I remember some of those guys that it'll get on you and it just explodes the last couple. It's like, bang, you're like, uh-oh, better go to my little bit of a two-strike approach where you actually spread out a little bit, shorten up, and just try to be as quick as you can with the hands.
Robinson 1-1, hard 6'4", 215 out of Houston. Chopper foul.
Texas.
From Houston, born and raised in Houston, and lives in Madison, Mississippi. 6'4", 215. Major leagues last year, Bard was third, 32 holds behind Luke Gregerson and Mike Adams. Robinson behind 1-2. Breaking ball, got him.
So that's what's amazing right there. Leadoff walk, and he just goes and gets filthy again. That's pretty hard to hit right there when you're throwing 99. Welcome to the big leagues.
Isn't that the truth? One out, one on, top of the order, Ichiro. Leadoff double, pop to second. Soft liner to short, ground out to first. Continuing to work Ichiro inside with that fastball. He misses 2-0. Mariners 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Gutierrez, Ackley, and Karp have combined to go 7 for 10. 4 runs batted in, 2 runs scored, and a couple of walks. Need some productivity here. 2-0. Outside Bob Pedrea charges, scoops, and gets the out on Ichiro. Moving up is Rodriguez. Make sure you sign up for Root Sports Red Alerts and get updates on when to watch your favorite team, stay informed on the biggest events in Northwest sports, and receive exclusive offers and giveaways. Just text FAN to 95323 to get in on all the action. Here's Gutierrez. Infield hit, stolen base, run scored in the first, a walk. Base hit to center, stolen base run scored, fouled out to the catcher. He's raised his average from 193 to 217, going 9 for 18 in his last 5 games, including tonight. Daniel Bard, runner at second, 2 outs. Outside, it's a wild pitch. That'll get Rodriguez to third. Lackey had a couple of wild pitches.
No chance for Saltalamacchia. He throws a slider. Looks like that barely gets into the left-hand hitter's batter's box.
One on one to count. He's worked that pitch effectively.
That's the one that would be tough for a right-handed hitter. You're sitting up there geared up for 99, and he starts that breaking ball
right
at your body,
right
and it locks you up just for a split second, but that's enough for you to have to take the pitch.
That's where you don't want to miss that first fastball. If you get it.
Good point.
1-2. Nice dig by Saltalamacchia. 2-2.
I don't know if he knew he had it.
There's another slider, ends up in the dirt.
So 2 outs, runner at third. Franklin Gutierrez, a 2-2 count from Daniel Bard. Full count. Dustin Ackley's on deck. What's he come back here with, Jay?
Well, if I'm throwing 100, here you go.
3-2 payoff to Gutierrez. Pitch from Bard. Breaking ball. Swung on. Gets away. Saltalamacchia throws down. And that's it for the Mariners here in the 8th inning. The strikeout. 2-3 for the third out. And to the 9th we go. Sox by 2. Beaten in their last 3 MLS matches. The Portland Timbers, they look to continue the streak this Sunday against the Houston Dynamo. Live action from Robertson Stadium gets underway at 6 p.m. only on Root Sports.
You ever called a soccer game?
I wrote about it for years, did not call it.
You a fan?
Yeah, quadrennially. Every 4 years I watch their whatever it is, their World Cup.
You been to a Sounders game at all?
I have not yet. Have not had an opportunity. I had the pleasure of covering the legendary Pelé back in the late 70s in New York Cosmos. Yeah.
Put soccer on the map, didn't he?
Yeah, it was Dan Cortez, new pitcher for the Mariners. He's the third. Yeah, those are some good times. Gonzalez behind 0-1. Gonzalez last 2 times up. Double to center, and the left center in the 7th. That was a rocket off the Nikon sign out there, and a base hit to center in the 5th.
And we're only his 35th one on the year. What a pickup that was for the Boston Red Sox. Man.
Jonathan Papelbon getting ready. That one's snagged there by Dustin Ackley. One out and a big out to get the American League's leading hitter. A shout out to Pike Parker, one of our producers here at Root Sports, suffered a leg injury yesterday, and get well, Pike. Look forward to having you back here at the ballpark. One out in the ninth. Cortez will go against Dustin Pedroia. 1 for 3 with a sacrifice. Base hit. These guys have done more first and second pitch drilling of fastballs tonight.
It goes back to what Jay was talking about. Don't miss the fastball early in the count, and they don't.
They don't. They haven't tonight. I think they've only hit one. They had one little bleeder and followed up by a blast.
This is the best hitting club in the American League for a reason. They have veteran guys. They watch pitchers. They pay attention, and they're aggressive early in counts.
281 batting average entering tonight. Tops in the major league. St. Louis at 270. So they got the best hitting team in the bigs. Here's Ortiz.
13 hits thus far tonight, and that's going to make that average go up even more.
Ortiz has already driven in 2. He's got a homer and a single.
It's play by Adam over there. That could have been ugly.
One. Straight away and deep for Big Papi. Runner goes. Throw by Olivo. Got him. Nice throw by Miguel Olivo to gun down Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia had a stolen base back in the 5th.
That's a great throw by Olivo. I thought Pedroia had an excellent jump at first. Good pitch to handle. Fastball up in the zone. But once again, he puts it right on the money. With some hair on a great shot right there. We're trying to open up the glove of Rodriguez.
Great job by Bobby Wilson on that camera with that fabulous shot. Two outs. 3-1 count. One hopper. It's Rodriguez, the shortstop. To the 9th we go. It'll be Jonathan Papelbon coming on for the Red Sox. It'll be Ackley, Carpenter, Smoke, 3, 4, and 5 when we get back. challenge tonight right now for the Mariners is to beat one of the premier closers in the game, Jonathan Papelbon.
Papelbon's numbers, a 3.14 ERA, 26 saves and 27 opportunities. Opponent's average just 217, 64 strikeouts in the 48 2/3 innings. He has pitched only 8 walks.
Wow.
Tied for fourth, 26 saves. Valverde with 33, Rivera with 30, Brandon League of the Mariners with 27. Papelbon tied with Walden of Anaheim with 26. And how about his August performance? Work to do for the fellas.
Well, they have the right guys coming up. Ackley going to lead things off. Carp, Seager, Kennedy. The way Carp is swinging to Ackley, find a way to get on. See if Mike Carp can jump ship here.
Jay made a couple of points earlier. Why were they even pitching to Carp? He's the hottest hitter on a couple of occasions.
Earlier in the game.
Right.
When the game was still in balance, but at this point right here, they're not going to put him on. It's a tying run at this point.
No, but that's what I'm talking about at that point.
Yeah. You have the injured Smokes now out of the game, who was hitting behind Carp, and Seager comes in.
So you don't have, the big.
And they have scouting reports like everybody else. I'm sure they know that Mike Carp has been swinging the bat extremely well.
They know now.
Papelbon, like most great closers, strike one. Ackley's 0 for 2 against him. First time Carp goes against him, and same for Seager. Strike 2. The good 0-2 hitter. Time out. One down and quickly.
Looks like Papelbon's closed up a little bit more. Thus, that 95 is so sneaky because you can't pick it up. He's hiding the ball. That ball was by him right there. But I was looking at you and I asked, I'm like, was he doing it? Did he just start doing that this year? Because I don't remember him being that closed up.
He's always been close, but I don't think as close as he is now.
Maybe he was tipping a little bit and they closed him up a little bit, but that's sneaky now. You can't even pick the ball up out of his hand.
Papelbon, born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, lives in Hattiesburg, Mississippi these days. 1 out. There's Carp. A long stride, too.
Yeah. It's just.
Carp has driven in 3 runs tonight. 3 for 4.
And the way these guys are taking first pitch fastballs right here.
Mike has his batting average up to 325 now.
I'll get you in the lineup, won't
When you consider after his first tour, he was right around 200. That's doing some damage.
Mike, he's going a total 180. By comparison, he was passive the first time, and now he's flipped at 180 the other way.
He looks like he believes he belongs here right now.
Yeah.
That's a big part of the battle.
325 with 21 will do it in a hurry.
1 and 2.
Big Knox is getting some big hits.
Yep.
Center field backs up Jacoby Ellsbury, but he makes the catch. Does a nice job on balls hit over his head, tracking him down.
That's another quality at bat from Mike Carp, too. Yeah, he's in a 1-2 count, ends up getting a split. It looks like a split.
Down and leans on it.
And still hits it hard. And you're right, Dave. I mean, that pitch is it's in the middle of the plate, but it is down, and he still hits it hard. And Ellsbury has played everybody shallow, and he gets back easy on a ball that was hit well.
Kyle Seager, last hope here for the Mariners. Here's the 1-0 to Seager. 0-1. Papelbon saved the Friday, July 22nd game. The Saturday, the 23rd game in Boston. And he's 1-1 here to Seager. 2 outs, nobody on. Slow roller, broken bat up the middle.
Attitude adjustment.
There's a broken bat base hit for Kyle Seager in his first appearance against Jonathan Papelbon. And bring the tying run to the plate, the person of Adam Kennedy.
Another split, hits it off the end of the bat.
Got a hero, didn't it?
Yeah, Lowry able to get to him, but can't get anything on the throw. That Kennedy will get an opportunity now. Adam with 7 home runs on the year.
Adam Kennedy 1 for 6 career against Papelbon. Seager takes second in difference. Pitch fouled off. So he'll have to come back. Six runs, 13 hits, no errors for Boston. 4 runs, 12 hits. And an error by the Mariners. Seager to second. Pitch taken for a ball. Indifference. And it's Seager taking second base. One and two. That hiding effect that you talked about, him closing off that shoulder, is really pronounced, a lot more pronounced than it has been over the years, no doubt about it.
Again, 95 miles an hour. He sneaks it by Adam. I appreciate the swing, though. Looked like he tried to tie this game up with a swing. Yeah, a little late.
Tried to hook it around.
1-2 to Kennedy, 40,692 on hand. 2-run ball game. Pitch to Kennedy. Popped it up. Playable. Aviles will take care of it. And that'll do it. The Red Sox take the first game of this series by the count of 6-4. And they do it with power. Home runs by Ortiz, Lowry, and Reddick powering the way. The Mariners had a 4-2 lead after 4, but it was Boston the rest of the way, fellas.
And tomorrow it'll be Felix Hernandez going to have to find a way to keep these guys in the yard. Big Papi with a home run, get things started for the Red Sox today. I thought the Mariners, great job, Jay, of coming out early, scoring some runs, just weren't able to add on to it after the 4th inning.
And I think Mr. Bevins had found out real quickly that he's going to have to get that all-speed pitch over and be effective with that, because the Red Sox, they did not get cheated on that first pitch fastball.
Best team in the American League wins the first game of this series 6-4. Let's send you out to center field with Brad Adam and Bill Kruger.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much. Yeah, they kind of sum things up, right, Bill? I mean, almost even in hits. Both pitchers struggling a little bit, starting pitching-wise, but the 3 home runs, too much Sox thump tonight in Game 1.
Yeah, I think the lesson that Bevan learned is to echo the sentiments about off-speed pitches. Also, you got to pitch to the big part of the park. You got a sinking fastball. Way too many Maddox swingbacks. You make too many mistakes on the inner half. Those left-handers get the ball in that loop zone, and that's what happens.
All 3 home runs given up to left-handed hitters. All right, we'll talk more about Bevan. We'll also talk about the Red